Well, it is the sports story over the last 24 hours, if not the last couple of weeks. Nick Kyrgios has come up short, though, in the Wimbledon final. He lost to Novak Djokovic in 4 sets. The achievement marks Djokovic's 4th straight win at Wimbledon. In fact, I don't think he's lost a match there in about 37 matches. His 7th overall at Wimbledon, his 21st Grand Slam title, and he moves ahead of Roger Federer and is just 1 behind Rafa. But the game had it all, from trick shots to classic crowd blow-ups. Joining us live is Code Sports commentator Adam Peacock. Adam, great to see you. It really did have it all, didn't? Hints of brilliance from Kyrgios, but Novak is the master on grass.
Morning, Laura. Is it really great to see me? I got to bed at 4 a.m. I can't imagine what I look like. But, yeah, he's amazing, Novak Djokovic. It was well worth the late or early bedtime, if you want to put it that way. Because
you sound as jet-lagged as I am.
Yeah, feeling great. And I haven't had bloody coffee yet. No, 4 sets of high-quality tennis. Now, obviously, a lot is going to be talked about. Nick talking a lot during the match. But from a pure tennis sense, it was high-quality stuff. Like Nick, his bag of tricks. Novak, after losing the first set, dials in and gets into the zone that he's got into on those occasions that you've just mentioned, and now for a 21st time in a Grand Slam, he ends with the trophy. It's just amazing. It's freakish to watch, but I came out of that match last night impressed by what I saw, but not surprised by what I saw from both men. It was high-quality stuff with a bit of edge to it as well.
And it's obvious that Nick Kyrgios has that raw talent. He has that talent. He can win a Grand Slam. But it seems to me, Adam, that it's almost like self-sabotage. Once he gets to this level, he just doesn't have the mental strength to push forward and kind of gives himself an excuse or an out when he looks like he starts to lose his confidence. Yeah,
so the talk with his entourage last night was purely and simply down to a reaction to pressure. And it's understandable that he's got a bit of pressure. First ever Grand Slam final, playing one of the greatest of all time, and it's hard to hit through him. And Nick was pounding his serve and some of his ground strokes last night, and they were coming back. Against any other player on tour, they don't come back. So that unsettles one, I'd imagine. And then Nick's reaction to that isn't to go within, you can't break a record at Wimbledon because you can't damage the court, so he held that within. What's the other way he can do it? He can outwardly display a bit of frustration. He did that towards his box last night. Didn't do it towards umpires or lines people as much. There was a little toing and fro with the umpire about the lady in the front row who was on her 701st gin and tonic, allegedly. But it was all
he
towards
says it was minus 699, but anyway.
Yeah, I heard that. Who knows? I didn't hear the woman speak, so it was maybe Nick making his own decision there. But the reaction to his box between every point and not getting involved enough for his liking at 40 love or love 40 really frustrated him, and that's how he kind of deals with the emotive roller coaster that he's on.
Where does he go from here? Obviously, this will give him great confidence, but that glass ceiling he's put on himself, it's just so frustrating to watch when you see some incredible rallies with the best in the business, and he just can't quite seem to get over that hurdle. Of course, he'll have dinner with Novak Djokovic, and he'll be paying. So after all that, what does he do?
Yeah, well, Novak's won over $100 million US as well, which is pretty good in Australian terms right now, isn't it? But we'll have a finance report shortly. But no, he will go to the pub. That's where Nick will go right now. And he might stay there for a couple of days and then come home and then enjoy himself in Sydney. Obviously, he's got that court date. We're having a bit of a laugh about things at the moment. A very serious matter of a court date, which no one knows what has happened, and it's up to the court in Canberra to get to the bottom of what has happened with Nick's ex-partner. But in terms of tennis, I think he'll just shut it down for a month and then kick it back again when the American hardcourt season starts. And he'll play the odd event there. Nick's problem is when he plays three events in a row back-to-back, that he can't mentally cope with that. He hates travel. He doesn't like being away from family and home. So his schedule will be really closely managed. I hope for his sake, you can imagine he only needs to play 10 events a year. It's financially he's set. commercially he's an attraction. So he doesn't need to be out there grinding away like the majority of the tour. So I think, Nick, this will perhaps refine what he needs out of his tennis, how he prepares, and how he's prepared this tournament has actually worked. So he does work. It's a bit of a misnomer that he just rocks up. He's saying, no, he does work. He works hard, but he works in his own way on his own terms.